and welcome to my PlayHouse. And today, on multiple requests, I'm gonna go into what I use all these servers for. And I actually use them for 3D rendering. It's like a render farm, and I've been using them for 3D Studio Max. And it's been a while since I used them last, so they've more or less just been standing around doing nothing, been powered down. It sounds like a lot, but it really is not. But today I'm gonna prepare the old servers, or my favorite servers, as I tend to call them, the IBM/Lenovo 3650 Model 1, and it has the IBM model number 7979. If you are into that kind of stuff. But I checked out some of these servers and found out that they were running VMware 5.0, and the latest edition is of course 5.5, and there is like a 6.0 on the way, just around the corner. And I wanted to go in on each of these servers and update them to VMware 5.5, so they are running the latest edition of VMware. And in one of my later videos, I was testing some hard drives, and that they are running on the server down here. And what I normally do, I just have one hard drive in each of the servers, because they are just running VMware, and if they crash, they crash, and I don't have to use very much time on getting a new server up and running. And what I found is that one of these hard drives uses about 10 watts of power. So if I occupy all 6 slots in the server with hard drives, that's 60 watts of additional power that the server will use. So I just use one hard drive in each, and some of those down here looks like they have a lot of hard drives, but they're not really plugged in, they're just loosely in there. But I have 3 300 gigabyte hard drives in the lowest one that I was testing on, and I'm gonna put those in this one, and keep one in this one. And I just powered down the server, so that's on the way down. The upper 6 servers all have just one 300 gigabyte hard drive. These down here have a lot of hard drives, but as I said, they're not plugged in, they're just there as fillers. So what I want to do, I want to take these 300 gigabytes disks and divide them out here. And I think I'll take some of the fillers from the good drives over here, and no, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but I'm gonna take these 300 gigs and put one in each. This one is running with a 146 gigabyte hard drive as a boot drive, but I would like them to have 300 gigabytes on each, so I'm gonna replace that. And this 300 gigabytes is going to be the primary and be in slot number 0. And I'm going to take another one from the stack over here. And just put it in like that. As you can see, these drives are not plugged in, they're just in there loosely. So they're not connected inside. These drives is connected inside. And I'm just gonna turn on 3 servers to start with and get them running. I have on my computer, I've logged into the RSA adapter on the top one, the next one, and the next one again. And they're up here, and they're pretty much alike. When you go through them, it's more or less only this number that moves. Okay, that's a little bit of the temperature down here. That's not totally alike, but well, never mind that. I have started a remote what is it called? Remote control to each of them, and I found that the top one is good. Oh, how rude. So I don't need to do anything with that. It's 5.5.5. Yeah, I'm gonna put on the latest release on this one as well, so that they will all be alike. The next two, they're running 5.1. It's a little bit older than 5.5. Actually 5.5 is getting to be an older operating system or release of VMware. And number 3 is running that as well. So I'm gonna start VMware vSphere and see if there's any clients that I need to move away. Here I am inside of VMware, and the 3 hosts that I just turned on is this one, and this one. And there are Windows XP 64 bits 3D Studio Max, and these has 8 cores. I've been experimenting with all of these, but I'm gonna move these servers or virtual machines over on some other drives before I update the operating systems on them. I found out that only 4 of the 6 servers needs to be moved on data store. So I'm just moving these, and then I'm gonna move the last 2. They just have to move from one host to another host, and that takes no time at all. This is probably gonna take forever, so I'll get back to this. While these machines are being moved away, number 15, 16, 17 and 18, turned them off and they're now being moved. I already moved the ones on the top server because they were already on they were not on a local data store, but they were on an iSCSI data store. So it took absolutely no time to move those. They just went there. So I can take the first server and update that. That was the server that needed it the least, but we'll have to start somewhere. So we're gonna find the file. Okay, I had to download it again. Oh, get it from my VMware server. Where is the file? And I'm mounting this on the server, and then we're gonna power off this one. I think we can do it from inside VMware. Right here. We can reboot the server. Yes, please. The region? Because I feel like it. Okay. It should be booting and loading this file, and we will install a new edition of VMware on it. Even though this is not that old, it's just while I'm at it, I like the servers to be all alike. Boot device, and that's CD-ROM. And install VMware ESXi 5.5.0 and a lot. Okay, we came so far that now I'd want to know if it's gonna install VMware, and hell yeah. And it's just pressing enter, and F11 and it will find the hard drive that I have, the 300 gigabyte, and we're gonna install on that, and that's enter, scanning, and it's gonna continue now, probably, I guess, I can't remember. Oh yeah, it has found that the hard drive already, there is already ESXi on it, and we can preserve, we can upgrade or install and preserve data, or we can just overwrite. We're just gonna overwrite. There's nothing on it, I hope. I didn't really check that. I'm making a decision. There is nothing on it, and we can select the keyboard, and it's not really that important because I'm not gonna use the keyboard for very much. So I'm gonna select Danish, and I'm gonna type in my secret password and repeat it and continue, and I think it will install the system now. Oh, we have to confirm. So it has completed, and we're just gonna up here I have to remove the image file so that I'm not gonna be installing it once again. So I'm gonna unmount the disk up here, and I'm gonna remove it, and then down here we're gonna press enter, and the server will reboot and start up the new ESXi 5.5.0. I'm not even sure if it's really a new edition, but I guess so. At least I know it's the newest edition. Well, while this was updating or rebooting, I made another video, update video of everything going on here at my PlayHouse. But this has booted, so we're gonna change the IP numbers, because this is not the IP numbers that this server is supposed to have. And you've probably seen this a million times, so I'm just gonna go and do it and not talk too much about it. Oh, that wasn't it. There it was. I'm gonna use static IP, and I'm gonna put in the IP number 211, and the rest is good. Enter. And I'm gonna disable IP version 6. I don't really use that, so enter and escape. And it wanna reboot when I do that, so I'm gonna press yes. And it's rebooting the host. Again, the server has booted. Let's see if we can connect to it. It has probably got some new numbers, so it's gonna be complaining, and it's already complaining now. Blah 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 blah. Close. And we're just gonna log in. Secret password. Yada yada yada. Yes. Next. Next. Finish. And it's doing it down here, getting it into my vCenter thing right there, and it's right up here now. So now I can go and move the two servers back to it, and I put them down here. It was number 13 and 14. I'm gonna go in here and select virtual machines, and 13 and 14, and right click and migrate, and they're just gonna change host, and we're gonna put them on the first host, and complaining about something. Unable to access the virtual machine configuration. Yada 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 yada. Oh, yeah, that's because that host hasn't got any iSCSI yet. I have to fix that first. So we'll go up to the host. Come on, host, and we will configure. And we're gonna get a storage adapter. Add storage adapter, iSCSI adapter right there. Add, thank you. Which select that one. Properties, dynamic, add, and I'm gonna add my iSCSI. If you know nothing about iSCSI, this is how you connect to an iSCSI, and these are my security settings for this server to have access to access that piece of iSCSI LUN. And okay, and it will come there, and we can close, and it want to rescan, it can do that. And it found something, and it will be available here under storage in just a little while. There it is. Did it already mount that? No, it's not mounted yet, but it will be mounted in a little bit. I think we can. I don't think we need to press mount. It will mount itself. Go on, mount. There it is. It has mounted itself. And now I should be able to move those two machines from the other server, number 13 and number 14. Migrate, host, next, one, next, finish. No complaints, cool. And they're being migrated down here, and they're already completed, so now they're up here, 13 and 14 right there. And let's see, the two other machines are still being moved. It says that number 18 and number 15 has completed their move, so the two next servers are very soon to be there. So this was a lot of work. I think it took about 3.5 hours, but now I have 9 servers, and they're all IBM 3650s Model 1s. All 9 are reinstalled with the newest ESXi 5.5.0 and this edition. And right now they are working on copying some virtual machines and cloning some virtual machines, so that each server will have like 2 virtual machines, and they're like numbered like this: 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, blah 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 blah. Down here, number 18 is not done yet. It's still copying those servers in. Number 19 is ready. 18 is a bit slow. But here is all the servers, and they're all good. They are not doing anything right now, and they are using about 7 to 9% of the memory. And this is the memory they have available, and it's like 18 gigabytes in all of them, except the last one has only got 14 gigabytes. And over here is the time, how long they've been online. So the first one we did has been online for 4 hours now. So Apparently it's not 3.5 hours, but closer to 4 hours. But well, yeah, I had to go do something else too, so I was away for a little bit. So it's probably 3.5 hours work time. And the last one was just booted 6 minutes ago. The idea is to have 2 VMs on each server, and the server has 2 processors with 4 cores on each, and that's a total of 8 logical processors. And the virtual machines are then given 4 virtual processors each, and they have like 8 gigabytes of RAM. The host server has these 18 gigabyte of memory. So when I give each machine 8 gigabytes, there's 2 gigabytes left for the host server to use. But in this way, the 2 servers, they divide the server, the host's resources. So one virtual machine is more or less using 1 processor, and the other one is using the second processor. These 9 servers that are just reinstalled, they have like 72 cores. So for rendering, I'm able to give my render job 72 cores to work with, and they're all except one server, this 18. It has a different CPU. It has like 2.5 gigahertz, and all of the other ones are 3 gigahertz. And here in the data center, it's very clearly to hear that half of the data center is running right now, but it is only this half that is running. Actually, it's more or less, it's 1/3 of the data center that is running. It's these 9 servers, and then there's a blade center, it's not running, and oh, this one is running, and then this is 1/3 of that is running. So it's quite noisy out here when a lot of servers are running. See the CD drives have gone in. I had some problems. This one is complaining about the temperature, and when I turned on all the servers, the temperature went up in here. So I had to open the window. That's really, I need to fix that. So the servers are prepared for the next task, which is getting the virtual machines up and running, checking them out. There's like 18 servers that I have to check if they're still good. So that was the first half of what I do with my servers, or at least the start of it, because there's a bit of preparation before I can really get these servers to do some work. I don't use them that often, so very often I test things on them, and then I have to use like 3.5 hours to get 9 servers back online. If I needed everything, it would probably take me an entire day to get blade centers and all the servers over here up and running, but it's doable. So it's not done copying yet, still down here. There's something missing, but I'm about to leave, so I'm gonna shut down all of the other servers than the one that is being copied to. There. So I'm gonna select all the servers except that one. Right click and select shutdown. Yes, and they all want send okay. Yes, okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. I can't type right now. So now we have 8 servers shutting down to save power. And I'm gonna shut the PC down as well. Shut down. And I always turn it off at the switch. Let's go see if the servers has started to shut off. They have blinking, 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 and blinking. So now I think it's safe to close the window again. And number 8 that is still copying is still on. So perfect. Thank you for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and please give this video a thumbs up. Have a nice day. Bye bye.